So then I was just kind of like, really, bitch? You found me on Facebook just to tell me that I should have put your shit in a bow. How's the stretch on this? Is this 100% cotton? Is this denim? Like, girl, if you fat, just say that. The time that you spent going to my page, sharing my items, you could have shared your closet. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Viaglo. If you are new here, my name is Gloria and I'm a part-time reseller on multiple different apps. And I resell clothes and shit. That's exactly what I do. So today we are going to be talking about Poshmark and Poshmark only. I have a lot of thoughts on this app and I want to talk to you guys about them. This is more so going to be a casual conversation type of video, and I also want to rate Poshmark because I'm going to be talking to you guys about weird encounters that I've had on the app. I'm going to be talking about buyers. I'm going to be talking about fees, customer service, Posh ambassador status, my sales, how much money I've made, guest buyers, men versus women buyers, ratings, and the sending offer aspect of the app. And then also just like the style of the app. I'm going to be talking about everything. So if any of that interests you, make sure you go ahead and stick around and watch this video. I'm going to be everywhere. So you might as well just, you know, go ahead and get your snack, get you something to eat, get you something to drink, and just go ahead and tune in for this tea, okay? Or it's not really tea, it's more so like, you know, coffee, because that's what the fuck I'm drinking. So as far as the layout, I actually love the layout of it. I love the text. I love how it looks. I love the sizing of the photo. I love that everything is more so kind of like in your face, but it gives you like a very tiny, like what it is. So this is this brand, it's this size, and then photo right there. Now, what I don't like about how the layout looks is when you share it to parties, I don't like that it makes everything unorganized. When you share it to a party, it puts those items right at the top. And I know that a buyer could easily just go and press just in, but nobody's doing that. Nobody is going to press just in so then it can show them what you just put into your shop to what is old as hell. So I do not like that. Like, it looks really funky. So like sometimes I'll share my jeans. So now I have all my jeans, and I have a lot of fucking jeans that are sitting right at the top. Then you share shoes. Now you have all these fucking shoes sitting at the top. It's just really tacky. Put it back like how it originally was. Share the shit to the party, but then make sure you bring it back and have everything looking the exact same how it left, okay? But yeah, there's that on that. I'm gonna just mosey along. So as far as like the social status of the app, it's fucking annoying. I absolutely hate that I have to share this shit every single day. Sharing other people's closet, I know that this is like a touchy topic when it comes to that, because a lot of people do love the social aspect of the app as far as, ooh, let me share their whole closet, or let me share items from their closet because they're gonna share things from my closet and da-da-da-da-da. So maybe about 4 or 5 months ago, I watched a YouTube video of a YouTuber talking about how sharing somebody's closet doesn't really do anything for you. And as I watched the video, I'm like, oh, okay. Because as you guys know, like, I started in December of 2020 on Poshmark. So I was fairly still kind of new to the app, so I thought that that was something that I had to do on the app. And of course, the app definitely does recommend you share people's closet. And I noticed that over time, once I stopped sharing it, I still was getting sales. So then I realized, like, okay, this doesn't really affect my sales, so why am I doing it? Why am I wasting my time sharing someone else's closet when I can just share my closet? So I stopped doing it, and it's been many months down the line where I don't do it. And sometimes I feel bad because people will go in my closet and they'll share like 2 or 3 items, and it's just kind of like, girl, what are you doing? Just share your items. The time that you spent going to my page sharing my items, you could have shared your closet. Like, so yeah, I don't do it. And yeah, it's just my thing. I also don't follow anybody on Poshmark, and I know that that's like another thing as far as the social aspect of it. You want to follow as many people as you can in hopes of them going to check out your closet and all that fun shit. I don't do it. I resell on too many apps to sit there and make out time to follow a whole bunch of people. And yes, they do make bots to do these things for you. However, I don't want to waste my time, because I noticed that when I did follow some people, like back way back, they would send me like comments and shit, and it's like, what are you doing? Leave me alone. So completely just stopped sharing people's things. I don't follow people, and I'm not as social as I'm supposed to be on the app. So let me know down below if you are like super social or you just are super casual like how I am on the app, because I'm kind of interested. And then as far as guest buyers, y'all, so I love me a guest buyer. I know a lot of people on most different apps, they don't like when new people buy their items because they're always iffy on whether or not this is a person that is going to scam me or whatever the case. I love guest buyers. I love a guest buyer. They come in, they purchase what they want, and they leave. They don't ask you a million questions and then ghost you. That just ticks me off, okay? And it's not like they're asking for measurements. They're asking stupid ass questions. How's the stretch on this? Is this 100% cotton? Is this denim? Like, girl, if you fat, just say that. But yeah, I said all that to say this. Guest buyers are A1 in my book. I do not mind them. Everyone that has ever come to my account, they buy it outright. So you can't beat somebody buying your item at the price that you listed for, instead of somebody haggling you over a price, okay? So there's that. Then as far as those buyers that sit there and try to get dollars off, like, y'all, oh my fucking God. If I list an item at $20, you send me an offer for $8. I'm sure in your mind, you actually want to pay about $12 for it. Just say that, okay? Just say that. Don't try to bring me all the way down and then try to meet me in the middle. Because when I put it at my $16 and then you try 12, no ma'am, it's not gonna happen. Sorry, it's not happening. So what I've done now is that before, I used to never decline offers. So when they'll send me like a lowball offer, depending on what the item is, some items are negotiable, some are not, and it's very rare that I have items that aren't negotiable. But they'll send a super low fucking offer like that, and if I send an offer, so we're gonna use this as an example. So I have an item listed for $20. They send me an offer for $8. I counter at 16. They counter at 12. So then I'll counter again at 16 because that's me saying, hey, this is my lowest, and then they'll counter at 13. I go in, I block them because I'm not playing those games. Like, what are you doing, sis? Like, let's get it together. So yeah, and I do that often, and I do not care because I'm sure that person is not going to change their mind and be like, you know what, let me buy this item at $16. Because had you seen the first two offers, you would have realized, like, okay, this person is not going any lower than this. So yeah, that is my viewpoint on offers, lowballers, and just shit like that. All right, so I want to talk to you guys about some weird ass encounters that I had on this app. So the first one that really just was mind-boggling because it was the second item that I sold on the app. So I'm minding my business one day and a lady messages me on Facebook and she's like, do you sell on Poshmark? And I was like, yes. And she said, I was looking at my package and I see that you sent out these sunglasses and it was no note, or you didn't wrap it nicely, like you didn't put it in tissue paper, you didn't make it look nice. So first of all, I was just kind of like, oh, why is you here? When I went back to go look at the order, I had noticed that it was a guest buyer, and at the time I didn't know what the fuck a guest buyer was, but it was a guest buyer. So when I did package the item, it was just the sunglasses, and I just wrapped it in bubble wrap and put it in a poly mailer, a bubble wrap poly mailer, and I sent it off. So when she received it, I'm assuming she felt some type of way because she thought that it was gonna be like all beautified. And when we went back and forth, and I tried to find the messages, y'all, but I couldn't find it. But we went back and forth, and I told her that wrapping things in a whole bunch of tissue paper and putting ribbons on it is not sustainable for the environment. So I'm not gonna do that, and I'm also not gonna waste my money doing it as well. Like, I've already stated so many times, y'all, like, I do not need to waste money. Like, I already have money on my poly mailers. My poly mailers are the pizzazz for the item. I'm not doing tissue paper, I'm not doing ribbons, I'm not doing cute little notes as far as me going to Canva and designing a spectacular note that you're gonna throw all of this in the trash anyways because you paid for this item. Like, what don't people understand? Like, you bought a t-shirt So let's say, okay, so let's say I sit there and I wrap it up in tissue paper. I put a nice cute little ribbon bow on it, and then I put in a note. I put candy and wristbands and all of that shit on there. Yes, it looks beautiful. I'm sure when you open it up, you're like, oh my God, this is beautiful. This is so sweet. But what are you gonna do with those items? You're gonna put it in the trash, right? Exactly. Yeah, you're gonna throw it right in the garbage because you only bought that item for the shirt. Like, you bought that package for that shirt. So why would I waste my money on these little things just to appease you? Granted, you are a buyer, but I've shipped out over 300 packages on Mercari. I've shipped out over 160 items on Depop. Poshmark, I'm not really sure. It said that I sold like 120 something. I think it's like 130, I'm not sure. But I've shipped out over 130 items on Poshmark. I've also shipped out items on Vinted, on Curtsy. All of these items that I have sent out, not one person has left me a review saying your packaging sucks. Why didn't you put my shit in tissue paper? Why didn't you put my shit in a ribbon? Why didn't you give me more bells and whistles? Why didn't you package it with candy? Like, nobody has ever complained, okay? Because it's not important. Sorry, I just went off on a tangent, but that lady just annoyed me because it's like, you found me on Facebook just to tell me that I should have put your shit in a bow and made it look nicer. Like, girl, that's not my job. If you are gifting this to somebody, you need to go to the store and buy this shit. All right, so the next weird encounter was a Fashion Nova dress. I made sure that I have the receipts here. Oh, you can't see. Anyways, so she sends me a comment on the dress and she's like, hey, is this still available? How is the fit? Stretchy, tight, thanks. So then I said, hello, it's stretchy and form-fitting. That should let you know that it's gonna fit like a fucking glove, right? So then, she says, awesome. Would you say it would fit a 14-15 body size? And she goes on and she says, I have shopped Fashion Nova and I usually do get an XL. So then I message back and I say, I want to say yes. I'm a 12'4" and my bust was entirely too big, but it did fit my torso. She says, okay, laugh out loud. I'd have the same problem with bust, I'm sure, but I'll try it. Could you ship it out Monday? So then I said, okay, no worries. And then I put in parentheses, I said, I'm a 38 triple D for reference. And she says, I am also. Great deal. Trying to have it by Friday for sure. Because I told her that I would go ahead and ship it out. Fast forward to rating day. She accepts the item and then she rates me 4 stars. So then I was just kind of like, really, bitch? So I'm sure she wasn't able to fit it because, like I told her, my bust is too big, and for you to wear the exact same size as me, you still decided to go ahead and purchase it, and then you want to give me a 4-star because it doesn't fit you. You should have known, okay? You should have known. All right, now this one was a funny one. So this lady purchases a dress, and it was a Tommy Bahama dress, and side note, Tommy Bahama does well on Poshmark. I've sold like 3 or 4 dresses, 35 plus. So just heads up. Anyways, so she receives the dress and I see that she filed a claim. Now, mind you, I've never had a claim filed against me, so I didn't really know the procedure. However, I did watch a few YouTubers talk about how do not respond to these. But for me, since the lady filed like a damage or whatever, I knew that the item was not damaged. I truly think it was just like buyer's remorse, and she just didn't want to keep it. Maybe she didn't like how it looked on her and she was just like, or she already wore it and she wanted her money back. She thought she was going, you know, do a little try on effect and then get her money back. But I never responded in the chat, and they sent out a message, I guess, in the chat to tell her to take photos of whatever. So she takes photos of the stains. Y'all, it was no fucking stains on the dress. Which I feel bad because I know a lot of resellers talk about how people have damaged their item to get a return. So yeah, Poshmark pretty much just laughed at it, and they released my money, and she did not get a refund. And it's just kind of like, girl, don't be on here buying shit that you do not really want. Okay, let's talk about the ratings. So I actually got a 4.9 rating average on Poshmark, and I have 5 stars or no stars, and then these. So I have 1, 2, 3. I only have 3 4 stars and 1 3 star, and then 1 1 star. So the 4 stars is from a bag. It was my very first item that sold. She just basically said that it was dirty, and I was like, okay, well, you can return it. And she was like, oh no, I got a good deal. So I was like, okay, well, shut the fuck up then. Anyways, so another item was some Nike leggings, which I still don't understand why she would give a 4 star, and she wouldn't say why she gave a 4 star. Like, say I didn't like them, or they were ugly, or they're not as described. Like, say something. You just can't leave a 4 star and just walk away. Another one was Madewell jeans. She said that the scent was wouldn't come out. She said it was super strong scent. Now mind you, I use Gain detergent to wash my clothes, so I'm assuming that was the scent that she smelled. And she said she was super sensitive to scents. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna leave this more so in the buyer's hands. If you are purchasing from a platform that resells clothing, you probably should ask the buyer, like, hey, what do you wash your clothes in? I'm super sensitive to scents. And I could have told her, like, I wash it in Gain, so it probably won't be a good option for you to purchase from me, because not only do I wash it in Gain, but I also use fabric softener. So this is totally your fault, but you want to give me a 4 star because you said that the scent is too strong. So now, actually don't wash the items. And I know, don't judge me, but I don't wash the items. Some items I do steam, and if some of the items have like marks or dirt marks or something that looks dirty, I will wash those. But I don't just come home from the thrift store and throw everything in the wash. So let me know down below, do you wash all of your thrifted clothes, or do you steam them, or do you just let them sit and wait for the buyer and you just ship it out? Because that's pretty much where I'm at. I think I may wash about 10 to 15% of my inventory now. When you receive secondhand clothes, I hope that you wash them. Okay, so this was another Tommy Bahama dress. She was actually upset because she said that it was in a very worn condition, although I stated that in the listing. And this goes back to buyers also need to be held accountable. You need to make sure that you read descriptions. Like, read the fucking description. Ask all the questions that you need to ask. If you want more photos, ask for those photos. Don't just buy something and then when you receive it, you're upset about it. If I stated it in the fucking description, read the description. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? You just look at pictures and then you hit purchase? Like, that's gonna be your fault, not mine, because you didn't read. Then this 1-star review. This one hurt my feelings because I've never received a 1 star. It was a dress, and she received the dress and she wrote like a whole paragraph about it, stating a whole bunch of damages and flaws that I supposedly didn't write in the listing, which I did. So I'm gonna talk about the fees and the customer service. So first, the fee for Poshmark is just wildly unacceptable. 20%, you want 20% of my earnings? Like, really? Why are you taking so much? I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And sometimes it annoys me when I do sell an item on Poshmark, only because I'm like, fuck, they took 20% from my earnings. But I get it. Like, I get it. Their platform is a little different from all of them, so I guess they kind of have to, you know, mark it up. And then as far as customer service, I have no complaints. I've never had any issues on Poshmark, so I never really had to go through customer service. But I guess the times where somebody, like, I guess filed the claim or whatever, customer service definitely looked out for me. So I truly feel like they're A1 in my book. I haven't had any bad encounters. Have you had any bad encounters with customer service on Poshmark? So I want to talk about men versus women buyers. Now, so I'll casually pick up men items, and I noticed that they do sell a lot quicker, and I also noticed that they are the lowest of low ballers. So that's like a bad toss up. And as far as women buyers, they are also somewhat low ballers. Some of them are really understanding with their offers and some are not. Lady items tend to sit a little bit longer for me too as well. So to be honest, I think men buyers may be a little bit more ideal. You know what, maybe they're even. I don't think that one is better than the other, so I'm gonna just keep it as even. So all right, so overall I give Poshmark as a whole a 4 out of 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5. I think it's pretty reasonable. They are pretty close to hitting number 5, but it's a few little things that I just absolutely hate. And the things that I hate is that there's not a cap on offers. I truly think that they should have a cap on offers, because somebody sending you a offer of $20 on an item you have listed for $150 is very disrespectful. Like, shipping is so fucking much. Now I know in Canada they're almost at $14 for shipping, and the little measly almost $8 that we have in the US doesn't seem as bad compared to theirs. However, $8 is a lot to ship some shit, especially when it's small shit. The only time that I do enjoy selling something on Poshmark with that shipping price is when it's something bulky. I don't like the social aspect of the app. I absolutely fucking hate it. I get it, if that's the only app that you sell on, then maybe it is important. But since I sell on multiple platforms, I'm not devoting that much time to one app. I'm gonna be completely honest. When I put the item on the app, it's there, okay? And I'm not giving all that extra attention. So my Posh Stats, here we are. I've been a seller since December 12th, 2020. I have 358 listings and I have 2,400 followers. It's saying that I am 77% almost there to be a Posh ambassador, which I don't plan on it, I don't care. I have 228 available listings. My average discount off original price is 69%. That is steep. I have 1,500 shares, self shares. 127 listings sold. I've made a total of $2,300, almost $2,400. It says that I'm a top seller with that. My ship average is 2.1 days, which is not bad. My average rating is 4.9 with a total rating of 92, and I'm a top rated seller. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And then also let me know if you had any weird encounters on Poshmark, because I'm super curious.